Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to the adibiip Group Innovators Live Q&A, your daily live cast, bringing you guys intellectual property content every single day of the week, trying to help you guys navigate the business world and illuminate patents, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets. If you guys have specific questions that you guys want us to cover on the show, please email them to Victoria at adibiip.com. We love to get your feedback. We're trying to create content that is actually useful and applicable to what you guys are doing. Also, we have a community number. Please text us at 415-943-5193, 415-943-5193. Would love it if you join our text community. If you text that number, you'll get direct access to me. You can fire your questions at me. You can send me ideas for shows. Anything that you guys want to see, please let us know. We're really trying to help you guys out. So we've been doing a lot of really cool, awesome deep dives. This week's been chocolate week because of Valentine's Day on Sunday. So we're going to continue that theme and finish it off with a few more interesting chocolates that and chocolate brands that we think are cool. So before we get into today's episode, this is episode 137. Let's do a quick recap of what we did yesterday on episode 136.
So yesterday on episode 136, we look at Hershey's marks and things that they protected, and it was kind of unexpected.
So what we saw with Hershey's is, well, one, we saw they have a lot of marks, but they also have a lot of really creative marks in that they have marks covering packaging. They have marks covering their actual chocolate bars. In addition to the word marks and all the variations on the different Hershey's, followed by whatever brand of chocolates they're selling, they also have a lot of really cool marks on the packaging, labels. So we're going to continue that theme today. So Victoria, what are we doing today on episode 137?
Today, we're going to be looking at more of how Hershey's protects its chocolate brand.
Cool. So the purpose of these episodes is that they're self-contained. So I'm trying to show you guys skills that you guys can use so that you can analyze any company that you're interested in or any industry that you're interested in. So I'm going to start from the beginning, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys how you guys can go about doing this on your own. So if you're interested in researching a company, all you need to do is go to tstr.uspto.gov. And here, I'm going to make this really big so you guys can see it nice and clearly. And then you're going to want to click on Search Trademarks. And then once you're in Search Trademarks, you're going to want to click on, I zoomed out here. You're going to want to click on Basic Word Mark Search. And then you're going to want to just type in the brand that you're interested in. So here I'm going to type in Hershey's, and then I'm going to type Submit Query. Now, we're going to see we got a lot of results. So I'm going to go ahead and click Image List just to help me navigate these pages. Now, yesterday we focused heavy on the first page, so we did a lot of these already. But what we learned was that, so here's packaging, for example, Hershey's Cocoa, the actual brown maroon, very hard for me to remember for some reason, the brown maroon color, which is actually protected as a trademark. And so all these various names, and then here's, for example, this is an actual candy bar looking down the actual way that the rectangles are actually presented to the consumer when they open up the chocolate bar. And then all these other ancillary marks, like for example, related to toys under Class 28, and then lodging services, for example, Hershey Lodge, Hershey Park Camping Resort, and then also hotels. So for example, the Hotel Hershey right here. And then again, more really cool packaging marks. So the Hershey's chocolate syrup. Here's 2 trademarks on the actual packaging of it. And remember, these are 3D configuration marks on the packaging, and a really powerful way of actually protecting the brand. The caps themselves are in dashed lines, so those are not protected. And okay, here's the iconic Hershey's brown maroon color. And it appears on bars and very famous. A lot of you guys, I'm sure you have to probably look for someone who isn't familiar with this brand. So let's check out some of the other marks. We did these yesterday. Okay, so here's the Crackle. So this is the Crackle packaging. And again, this is the actual packaging of the candy bar. So let's go in and see the actual specimen that was submitted. This is submitted in 2014. And I'm going to zoom out just to help you guys, but here's the actual packaging of the Crackle bar. Pretty cool. And again, Class 30. A lot of these are going to be in Class 30 because Class 30 covers food, like candy. Now this is interesting right here. So this is actually only a segment of what's on the packaging. So So this is covering the special. Let's take a look at this actual mark here. I'm going to zoom in. And again, they're only covering a segment of what's on the packaging. Let's look at the specimen. So as some of you might be familiar, but this is the special. And again, this is probably a condensed version of the bar, which is why they filed on this one. So a smaller bar than the large. Here's the miniature bag. Yeah. So the reason why we're splitting this up over multiple episodes is because they have a ton of different marks, right? So this mark right here, this is the miniatures bag that has a bunch of miniature chocolates in it. Now, what's pretty cool is that they actually also have the Hershey's Kiss trademarked. Probably not surprising. It's a very, very famous chocolate company. So here's a container, the Kiss container. Okay, now these are more packages. So the Air Delight, for example. This one's probably discontinued. It's canceled. They didn't submit the renewal paperwork for this one. But as you can see, I mean, they still at one point in time actually had the trademark on this candy bar. The Air Delight. As you can see, this is the actual wrapping. So a lot of these that we're going to be seeing, a lot of the specimens that we're going to be seeing are actual packaging of the actual wrapping of the chocolates. Here's a Symphony bar. If anyone's watching, if you want to throw up your favorite candy bar, I think that'd be cool. Let's see, 2018. So this is okay. So here's the actual page to where you can actually buy this. So this is the Hershey's Symphony bar. Oh, the Forced Invasion likes cookies and cream. Very cool. Thanks, Forced Invasion. Oh, look at this. This is actually really cool. I'm sure we're gonna see the Hershey's the cookies and cream here on this episode. But this is cool because to me this looks like the actual configuration of the candy bar itself and the shape of it and the curvature on the sides. Let's go in and take a look at the specimen. Oh, we got a server error. Okay. Here we go. So this is the actual chocolate bar itself. So again, this is very similar to the other mark that we saw that was on the rectangular cutouts on the actual bar. So this is actually covering the chocolate bar itself. And the Kisses brand has been around for quite a while. It looks like as early as 1907. Brown maroon, darkish maroon. Very interesting. Let's see what this is. This looks like another. Check out the specimen that was submitted for this mark right here. Ah, okay. Hershey's Nostalgia. A pint candle, looks like. Okay. So again, this is covering candles under class 4. So a little different. But again, a brand this strong and with this much, with this well known, I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, look at all the different bars that they have covered. Mr. Good Bar, Special Dark, Hershey's Syrup Special Dark. We also have the Cocoa. Here's Bliss, the Bliss series, the Bliss line. Now, what I'm also interested in checking out is the actual Hershey's Kiss itself, because the Hershey's Kiss itself is actually also trademarked. Here's the miniatures, more Bliss series. Here are the Hershey's Kisses. This looks interesting. Let's check this out. So they didn't file a statement of use for this one. So maybe this was, let's see. Okay. So this looks like possible packaging. Interesting. Let's see if we can find the Hershey's Kiss. I'm going to keep going through this list here. If I find the cookies and cream, I'm going to stop for Forced Invasion. One of our most loyal viewers. Smart Zone. Here's the Kiss right here. So here's the actual Hershey's Kiss mark. And again, remember, this is original specimen. Okay. But interestingly, this mark here, it looks like it's covering computer software. Let's see if we can find one that on the actual chocolate itself. Okay, so these are some of the old Hershey's marks themselves. Let's check out this one. I'm sure we can find an older one. This is actually for cosmetics. So as you can see, they own they own so many different businesses. Their business sells so many different types of goods in addition to just chocolates. Clothing, for example, 1973. Quite old. Here's another candy bar. So this is a candy bar looking down the rectangular squares. Let's take a look at the specimen. There you have it. Here's another Bliss bar. All right, let's keep going through these. And I also want to show you guys one of the earliest word marks that we can find for them. There's the Hershey's Fair, Hershey Park Fair, s'mores. Cookies and cream. This is for the Forced Invasion. 1995. I'm sure it was older than that. There's got to be some marks that have been filed earlier. This is a design mark after all, so it's possible that this particular logo and word configuration was started to be used then, but the words themselves, I'm sure, were older. The specimen is just a website showing how you can buy it. A few windows open. I'm going to close here for you guys to make it a little easier to navigate. Here's a Kiss right here. So this is the actual candy, right? Let's take a look. The designs that appear on the bag. Cookies and mint right here. And we're getting closer to the end here. So this is the very end right here. This is the last page of Hershey's. Here's the Hershey's Kisses. It's actually canceled, interestingly. This specimen was filed in 2008. So there's that appearing on the box. There's actually 40 pages in the specimen. It's quite big. And again, it's because it's really old, from 1989. So very interesting. See if we can find a really, really old one. So there's the Kisses with almonds. Hershey's Cocoa, Hershey's Kisses. So this looks like probably the oldest one right here. Filed in 1921. First use in commerce, 1907. Now what's cool about this also, well, actually, this one's dead. Let me see if I can find a live one. It's also dead for some reason. I'm going to add an identifier. Let me see if I can find a live. You guys. Okay, so this is the live mark that's really old. 1920, first use in commerce, 1920, right here. And this is live. This is Hershey's. This is covering ice cream. Check out specimen here on this guy. The specimen was submitted in 2017, almost 100 years, almost 100 years before, 100 years after it was initially filed. So this is Hershey's ice cream. And then let's take a look at a few of the other really, really late ones. So this is, okay, this is more ice cream, chocolate, cocoa, sweet chocolate. And again, this is from 1894, first use in commerce, 1894. And again, remember, this is still a live trademark right here, live trademark. Let's take a look at this mark right here. So there's a specimen. So Hershey's. So there you have it. That's the Hershey brand. It's really, really, really old, famous American brand. Hope you guys found this content really useful. Check it out. If you guys are interested in protecting your trademarks, especially your chocolates or pastries, you should really look at companies like Hershey's because they got really creative in protecting the packaging, but then also the actual goods themselves, the chocolates themselves are trademarked. And we saw that the Hershey's bar itself, the chocolate bar is trademarked, and the version with the tiling rectangles. So really, really good examples. If you guys have questions, send them to Victoria at adibiip.com. We'd love to get your feedback, your input. We're trying to create content that you guys actually want to see that will be actually useful and valuable for your business. Also, we have a community number. Feel free to text us at 415-943-5193. 415-943-5193. We'd love to have your comments and feedback. Thanks so much for watching. This is episode number 137, and looking forward to seeing you guys on Monday for episode number 138. Thank you.